Hey, this is Tim Durling back with another edition of Tim's Vinyl Confessions. If this is the first time you've watched one of my segments, first of all, thank you very much for finding me out there on the internet. And the premise behind this show is simple. If you're not a fan of vinyl, probably not a lot to like here. I go through my vinyl collection, which contains mainly 70s and 80s, classic rock and hard rock, and go through the albums that I own, talk about the artwork and the other cool things that may go into them. And that's what I do. Done a lot of segments, and this one is going to be one of the shorter ones because it's a band that I like a lot. I don't happen to have a lot of their albums on vinyl, and the band is Queensrÿche. We'll get started with the first Queensrÿche EP. Came out in 1983. Now, I would like to be able to tell you that I have in my hands the 206 Records version, which is the one that the band did themselves. I don't. This is the EMI version. This is actually a Canadian edition of the first Queensrÿche EP. The picture of the band on the back, the credits, song titles, and not much else. I don't have too many other albums on EMI America. Well, as a matter of fact, Queensrÿche are the only band. But EMI America logo there. This only has 4 songs on it, so 2 on each side. First full-length Queensrÿche album came out in 1984, and it is The Warning. And very metal look to this, very menacing. This record's actually in really, really good shape. Picture of the band on the back cover. A little information about the band. This is a Canadian edition as well. There are the song titles. This album, of course, probably best known for the song Take Hold of the Flame. Let's take a look inside here. Photos of the band members, lyrics, and a little bit of credits down at the bottom. Here we are again with the EMI America. To me, this looks out of place with a hard rock and metal band. I'm used to seeing this logo when I was a kid on Kenny Rogers records and Sheena Easton records, so to see it Queensrÿche there with the umlaut, just find it a little bit amusing. That's something that separates vinyl, because cassettes and CDs, it didn't look so different because the vinyl had that logo on it. 1986 they released Rage for Order. I do not have Rage for Order on vinyl. I do, however, have many a fan's favorite album, Operation Mindcrime. Of course, this came out in 1988. And what's great about having Mindcrime on vinyl is that you get more out of the artwork here with all of the song titles. This is another Canadian edition of this album, because on the CD, not on the reissued CDs, of which there are many, but I have the original one from '88, you can barely read it. Sometimes the red is so red that it just kind of overtakes any of the white printing on it. Let's see what's inside the Operation Mindcrime record. Now, I bought this used, like most of my vinyl. I'm guessing that there was a lyric sheet that came with it because the lyrics were so important to the story behind Operation Mindcrime. Mine does not have it, unfortunately. It does have the EMI, by this time it was EMI Manhattan. It had a very distinct logo, and that's what Operation Mindcrime was on. That's it for Queensrÿche albums, but there is one more thing I want to show you. And this is very, very cool. This is the UK single of the song Bridge from Promised Land. And this is, I don't have many packages like this, but here is, I'm going to be very careful with this. This is the vinyl itself. it's a picture disc, and it's actually raised. It's actually a little bit higher in this middle section here. It's never had a stylus touch it before, nor will it. On the back cover. And also what makes this unique, you would guess that if it's a single it probably has a rare B-side on it, and it does. It has a live version of The Killing Words. But also, this package contains, this is Queensrÿche Bridge, information about the songs on it, picture of the Promised Land album. Chances are if there were a CD single or a cassette single, this is what, or a 7-inch single, this is what it would have had on a regular 7-inch single. This folds out into an absolutely enormous photo of Queensrÿche. I mean, this thing is, probably won't be able to get it all on camera. Here it is. Can't quite pull that middle section up there. There we go. Huge poster. Never had it on a wall or anything. And on the opposite side is blocking the shot here. Opposite side is a single cover. So that is my Queensrÿche vinyl collection. Short but sweet. My segments depend on the amount of albums that I have on vinyl, and that's how I do it. I'll be doing more segments, so thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and look for more segments. If this is the first one you've seen, look for Tim's Vinyl Confessions, and you will find other segments that I've done. Cheers.